This is the Zealot 5 from Backfire. They sent this to me for review. The first thing I want to do, because no one else is weird enough to do this, is put it on a dyno and see how much power it actually produces. It has dual motors in the back, they're belt driven. Each one is supposed to produce 750 watts. So are we gonna see 1500 watts to the ground? Well, I'm gonna find out right now. Just for a little background information, the only skateboard I've tested so far is the Meepo City Rider 3, which was advertised as 3,500 watt dual motors for theoretically 7,000 watts of power. Really came out to about 1,300 watts. So if this gets anything close to the advertised number, possibly could even be more powerful than that board. That one also produced 36 foot-pounds of torque. So since that's the only benchmark on the board, that's what I'm shooting for. Can this beat 1,300 watts and 36 foot-pounds of torque? Let's find out. There's a button on here somewhere. So it looks like I have two battery symbols on the remote. One says R, one says B. I'm assuming that's remote and board. That seems logical. Showing kilometers an hour. I'll have to figure out how to change that to miles per hour. There's an S and an E. I'm thinking that's probably sport or economy. And then forward and reverse is pretty easy. There's a switch right here. I should be in forward right now, and this should be sport mode. Gotta make sure you press start on the dyno. Put a little bit of weight on the back of the board just to make sure this doesn't fly off somewhere, even though I've got a bunch of straps on it. Let's ease the power on and see what happens. Whew. It was smoking the tires a little bit. I'm gonna have to do that again with some more weight on it. I think they said it would do 26 miles an hour. So I don't have a load on it right now. Maxed out, 22 miles an hour. And that's all the power it's got. I'm gonna try that one more time. Push a little bit harder on this because the wheels were slipping a little bit, so I know I wasn't getting the max figures out of that. This is a little bit sketchy. Yeah, that's working. 700 watts, 800 watts. I think I hit about 20 foot-pounds of torque. That's not bad. Those should be accurate numbers for power. Let me try the E and just see if it does less. It doesn't feel as powerful. Oh yeah, that was definitely a difference. E is 100% economy mode. The skateboard battery, definitely not the biggest I've seen. It's a little over like 200 watt hours. So, you know, I think like a 10-mile range or so is probably realistic. Let's stop this and see what the official numbers are. A little more wattage than I thought, 917 watts. So not 750 watts out of each motor. We're realistically getting like 450 plus watts out of each motor. 22.7 foot-pounds of torque. That's enough torque and enough horsepower to move a person along pretty swiftly. I mean, if you're comparing this to e-bikes, 750 watts is the maximum legal limit. I'm seeing a lot that are 750 watts continuous. They peak around 1,000 watts, sometimes as high as 1,300 watts. As far as torque, I'm seeing anywhere from, you know, maybe 20 or just under. On the very lowest, kind of the mid-20s, around 30 foot-pounds, or some of the more powerful bikes. So this is comparable to a kind of mid-level electric bike as far as power goes. 22.70 and 917 watts. So it is gonna go right into the number 2 spot, but considering this board is on sale right now for $599, so it's less than half the price of the City Rider 3, I don't think those numbers are bad. To be honest, I am not a skateboarder. I didn't grow up skateboarding. I've done a lot of bike riding, and skateboarding is not my level of expertise. But I've done one skateboard review so far. I've been practicing a little bit, and balance, everything's getting a little bit better. And they advertise this as a budget board. So I figure if I'm gonna learn to ride a skateboard, a budget board would be the right way to do it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would.
Austin agrees. Are we gonna get to top speed? Based on the dyno, I don't think so, because I think it said it would go 26 miles an hour. It didn't quite go the advertised speed, so I'm not too worried about that. So I've got it in eco mode right now. I'm gonna try and get a feel for it and see, you know, is this something I could actually learn on? And then if I get comfortable, turn it up to sport mode and see how it goes. So this is not the smoothest of road, but it's smooth enough. I know you can tighten up the trucks or you can loosen them for different handling, and these ones to me feel pretty loose, so it feels pretty maneuverable, but I think if I was an experienced skateboarder, I'd be pretty comfortable just getting right up to speed, because this feels pretty good to me. I don't know how fast I'm actually going. Whoa. So as I said before, the battery is like just over 200 watt hours. So it's fairly small. It's a 36 volt. I got a bunch of bikes. Hey, they were even e-bikes. So range is probably good for like 10 miles or so. The power feels pretty decent, even on eco mode. And then braking. Slow down. Whoa. I like this. Some of the other boards I've tried on the controller, you had to like press a couple buttons to go into reverse. This one's just a switch, so it's really easy to just switch it right back to reverse, which I totally cannot ride that direction. What's that?
Is that an electric skateboard?
It sure is.
That's awesome.
Just testing it out for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not a skateboarder, are you?
Oh, I used to be.
You want to try it?
Oh, I'm working. Too many grubbing bones.
Yeah.
You guys have a good day.
You too. He didn't want to try it. He wasn't daring enough. Well, my bike's still down there where I left it, right?
You want me to go check? Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure I can see it.
Yeah, I can.
Whoa. So health-wise, I've been having some balance issues. So that's part of my limitation on this, but I'm feeling pretty good on this. All right, that's full power on eco mode. Feels like we're doing like maybe 10, 12 miles an hour. Not that fast. Whoa! I didn't crash yet.
Not yet.
So confident, yet. I'm gonna change it into
Sport mode.
sport mode.
See how fast you can get it there.
I think I can handle the acceleration okay.
It's just
It's the top end speed, because then
Yeah.
it's more sensitive.
Uh-huh.
And that, I'm not too sure about. But like I said, beginner, like budget board, I think this is good. We should take it over there to where it's like a little bit of a hill and see how it
Yeah.
does uphill too.
Would you say it'd be a good board to like learn on if you want to start with an e-board?
I think so, because it's not like overpowering, like power-wise. Like some of them, it's like it wants to go.
Yeah.
So, but now I'm turned to sport, so let's see. Now that's a big difference. It feels like twice as much torque on sport mode. Way faster. Oh, all right. I might have found my speed limit. Let me see if I can. Whoa!
Sorry.
We're trying to crash into each other. Sport mode, definitely more fun. Definitely more potential for crashing. I say we should take it down to the parking
hill?
lot at the end where it's smoother, or to a little bit of a hill.
We could do both.
I think we should do both. I do like the fact that it's fairly light. There we go. I'm not experienced on skateboarding, but I feel like when you get going at speed on the other road, it's bumpy enough, your feet start going numb, and then it's harder to feel like you're steering.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe this will be better. Oh yeah, much smoother. That feels a lot better to me already. I feel like I can go faster. right, let's do a drag race.
Let me get my gloves on first.
We know that I'll win once we get to 20, but that bike has pretty good torque. This one has not been on the dyno yet. They're both 20-inch wheels.
True.
Both fat tire bikes. This one's definitely heavier. Ready?
Okay. Where are we racing to?
That stop sign, how about?
3,
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Yachty is pulling away, but now that it capped out at 20, I'm pulling away, and he can't keep up. You had me for a few seconds.
I did. Now
Right here?
I know a good hill.
No, I can't do that one. It's too steep. But this is good. All right, I'm gonna go down this hill just nice and easy. No traffic. Not because I want to go super fast, I really don't, but I'm gonna kind of feel out the brake, and then I just want to see how well it goes back up. Yeah, I mean, the braking feels good. That's nice. That actually does make this, in some ways, easier than a normal skateboard. Because a regular skateboard, you don't have brakes. So it had like 20-some foot-pounds, which should be enough for it to just zip right up and over this hill at whatever speed I'm comfortable going. Bumps. Oh yeah. So it's just, I'm not even full power yet. I'm close to full power. That one's really steep. I don't know if I should try it.
If you want to, let's do it.
I think we should try it.
All right, let's do it. I'll pick up the camera.
So let's see if I can make it up that hill. Oh yeah. No problem. So this, I am not going down. I mean, it does have brakes.
Should I go grab the camera?
Sure.
Okay. Here, don't go down it yet.
Don't want to miss the crash if it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't so bad. He's skidding on the bike back there. You know, the brake can't like fully stop it
Car.
because it's too steep.
But it still like felt really nice.
But it
with
slowed it down enough that it was comfortable and I could do it.
Yeah.
So in that way, this is better than a skateboard without motors. So this is really steep. A lot of e-bikes struggle up this hill. Let's see what it does. If you can make it up this, I'll be really impressed. This is sport mode. And this is full power, but it's still going. That wasn't bad.
Dang, that was, yeah.
I wasn't sure if he could really do it, but handled it no problem. Now if I was skilled, this turn would be super fun. As it is, I'm just trying to not crash. Oh, big pothole. Oh.
You okay? It's not terrible, but
So
it
it's not
definitely will
terrible,
mess you
but I
up.
was going fast enough that this hole was too big for me. I came off the
Do you want to
board.
go back up there and see what happens if we actually go down without going through any potholes?
I think that's where we finish this out.
That's the video.
Nobody crashed hard.
Nobody crashed mostly.
Nobody hit. Nobody broke any cameras or any bones. I think we should call it good at that. So that's the Backfire Zealot. I like it. It's a lot of fun. I think if you're looking for your first board, not super confident, this is perfect. On economy mode, super easy to ride, eases the power on, and on sport mode, it's got enough pep that it'll go faster than a lot of people I think would be comfortable with, over 20 miles an hour. I'll put a link in the description where you can get one.